Abroads are the catalyst of education. When students are in country and when they're out of the element and they're not in the rows in a classroom listening to somebody standing in front of them, they realize that they're not just passive listeners, but they're actually in the world.
My abroad experiences have really transformed my outlook on the world. Instead of looking through the lens of my culture and how I've grown up and what I think is right or wrong, I feel that now I have such a broader perspective where I'm able to see the world and the people in it from outside of myself.
I've traveled with Solarcar to Abu Dhabi and Australia.
I traveled with Principia to Spain and England,
New Zealand and Dominica,
Japan, Peru, and the island of Trinidad,
India and Nepal,
Argentina and Uruguay.
I did an internship in Hong Kong.
I went on the Greece and Turkey abroad and also the Trinidad abroad.
What I really appreciated about being on a Principia abroad specifically was that we were encouraged to have this culture of not just going to a country and learning a little bit and having some cool experiences and getting from the country, but that we were also going there to give. And we did that by walking the streets and talking to the people and having in-depth conversations with people of all walks of life and learning about their experiences in a way that you can't read about in a textbook. We weren't just going to sort of observe what we had read about, but to really live it and be a part of it and give what we could to it as well.
If you don't get out there and put your hands on it, if you don't get out there and experience it firsthand for yourself, your understanding will be much more superficial because you don't have the context. So the key as a professor now is to make sure that my students have the opportunity to do both. Get good academic underpinning so they understand the material, but then when you get out into the field to actually experience it firsthand. And so everything we do when we teach is to try to blend those two things together.
Principia study abroad programs are faculty initiated, faculty designed, and faculty led start to finish. And we're very intentional about creating educational opportunities that extend our classroom into another country.
The students that are going abroad are not just along for the ride. They're participants in the planning and the understanding so that they're all colleagues exploring something new.
I went into the abroad feeling really intimidated about where I was going to be traveling. I think that's a big part of why I initially chose the abroad, was that I wanted to be challenged. But I didn't really know if I would be able to do it until I was doing it. And I now know that I am capable of handling more than I ever thought I could, mentally, physically.
It's important when you're going abroad to have someone there who's also experiencing the same kind of culture shock or the same new things that you are. And for us, we were going through a lot. I mean, both the trekking experience in Nepal, which was very different for a lot of us and very physically challenging. It was great to all be kind of metaphysically supporting each other and working together. And every morning we were reading the lesson or having some sort of metaphysical preparation. So that was just really, really nice support and a great way to travel.